soul has within soul has a different level in itself.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, got
So it
that.
has as because we are dealing with lighting candles or
Right.
in lighting, lighting the light, being able to cause it to illuminate. So
Yeah.
it starts with the soul sort of commune with a communion with the pneuma, which is Ruach, which is, let's say, the ghost, the Holy Ghost. And then in order to actually catch the light of the spirit. So this is actually a description of a candle.
What is spirit, and is it possible for me to have a relationship with it? Can I care for it? How
Well,
do I how do I work how do I work with what I can't really conceive of what it is
mm.
in terms of its work.
How do you work
Struggling.
how do you work in relation to God or Creator without being able to feel it? So it has to do with the belief that we have from the people who perceived it or attain it. But in terms of definition is of spirit is to do with that light or the strength of voltage, strength of light that was bestowed upon humanity as consciousness. Consciousness that has in it the communion of the creator and the createe. So you can say that spirit knows both. So it's a meeting point. The spirit, our spirit, is a meeting point of ourselves, meaning uh, in terms of that membrane that I spoke about, with a higher. So you can say that Pneuma or the ghost has a sense of connecting us. Soul has a sense of lacking that presence, needing, um, longing, longing for that presence. Okay, for the presence of the spirit. What for the presence of that light, of that entity, of that consciousness that has in it the feeling of the higher in relation to us, in relation to humans.
Okay, and
Yeah.
are there many, you've spoken about Israel being the name of a spirit.
Yeah,
Yes?
being the name that has a very deep sense of the lack of the spirit in the world, the lack of its presence, or knowing that it's being imprisoned, or knowing that only the higher can actually sort of deliver us from that exile of the
Mhm.
spirit, from that pit into the light, meaning into reality. Yeah.
And so you've also spoken about spirit and mission. And so
Mhm.
I have this image, of kind of many spirits with many different missions.
No,
Is no.
there is a, let's say, the heading of all spirits has one mission: to recruit the will to receive to oneself, meaning corporality, meaning the will to receive to oneself to the purpose of the creator, meaning to be able to appear, meaning to reveal itself, its goodness to within all those vessels. This is
Hmm.
actually the mission of the spirit, to recruit all wills to receive, all corporality to be addressed, to become the dress of the higher, meaning a place in which it can appear, in which it can reveal itself. Now there are different aspects of that, but this is the heading. Now you have many submissions. of
Right.
characters, of sphirot, of or let's say organ that will give this sense of the higher, or this sense, and together they will become so. But the heading of the mission is the same. As the Ari is saying it, that all creation was in order to allow actually the revelation of God's action, names, and appellation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is for all now there are different aspects of that mission, like the whole body that is being created as a fetus is to adapt to living, conscious living. So conscious living for what we are creating through the spirit is to be conscious of the purpose of the creator to bestow goodness and to be partners of it. So this is the purpose. Now we go into the intricacy and the details of each character, how it actually brings itself to be part of that membrane, of that structure. Yeah, is it clear?
Clearer. Is there a
And there is a sphera, or there is a power, a character, um, a tendency, an inclination that was sort of was designed from the beginning to allow us to be able to do it, and its name is Bina. It means Bina was the power in order to allow us to build ourselves into the system.
hmm,
And this is why Bina is the root and the source of spirit, because this is the power that allow ourselves to build the power and ability to build ourselves into the system, into the will of the creator, into the purpose.